So I wouldn't say those are my favorite records, although they all hold a place that is very dear to me in my heart. And I thought about going at them chronologically from when I discovered them until today, basically. So the first one is this record by Kid Clayton, which is called Nick Salanet on Scape Record. And it is the label that is run by Paul. And basically, it's interesting because I think I went full circle. And shall we leave the music playing or not? Yeah, okay, a bit. Should I jump around then?
I kind of hate it.
Yeah, I also kind of hate it. We do it like Maurice Van Oswald said. He said you listen to the records from beginning to the end. Yeah, maybe the interesting story is that this record got me through many long nights at university of working and drawing plans. So yeah, I think I know it by heart, and I had forgotten about it. I even had forgotten that I had the record until, yeah, it just popped out of itself. We were talking before about smoking joints, but this is a perfect record to smoke joints to. But I was very surprised because when I was reading the fact feature of Silent Servant, he was like, yeah, but actually I learned everything from Kid Clayton because he was the boss and he explained to me everything about music, basically. Next is the Studio 1. This is how I used to call them. It's not the reggae series, but it's the minimal techno series. And those are the records I discovered minimal techno with, and also the records that I learned to mix with, basically. So let me get the right side. No, it's the other side. Nice, groovy, loopy, fast. Yeah, it's stripped out minimal techno. Still kills it in a club. So another super influential record, also because of the person behind it. This is 19.454.18.5.25.5.18 that came out on Frozen Borders. And at the same time that this one came out, there was this Resident Advisor podcast by him that I thought was really mind-blowing. And it was really a big surprise to discover that the guy lives next door to me, basically. And yeah, I met him after a year of idolizing the music and the podcast and his productions, and yeah, actually I knew him since before that, so it was fun. Good encounter. And yeah, before we were talking about the machine drum, So this is almost entirely done with the machine drum, and he's one of the guys who really convinced me to actually keep the drum machine to make my own stuff. Because I realized that I had everything that I needed to have to actually make music like that. It's just I need to learn it. And this is all mixed through a Xone 62 directly to the recorder. Yeah. Still fresh and groovy. Then we can look at this one. This one is a classic. I think everyone knows it and everyone should know it. And for me, it was my introduction to Carl Craig's music. And it was thanks to François, who was like, man, you have to educate yourself a bit more about Detroit. And it was, yeah, this one, Sandstorms. Should I develop on the records as well or not? Should I talk more about the records? As much as I like. Yeah, this is the perfect sunset or sunrise record basically for me. It works at any speed. And it's very like we were talking about how techno is and what techno can be to someone, and this record I think really has the right attitude in the sense that it's really futuristic music, not maybe in the way it sounds, but in the way that it was made. Like you can really feel that he had a vision to make it into something. Yeah, you can feel the blues, you can feel like the machines, you can also feel a lot of hope in it. That one is difficult to cut, huh? Yeah, that one is sick, man. Alright. Yeah, that one's really good. Classic. Then what else? Yeah, maybe also, so thanks to this 19.4.545. Whatever, the numbers guy, he also like told me to go and look at this other legendary label called Sacco, and that led me to all the Mika Vaino catalog. And this one is of his Colmio EP and under the Phyllis project. And this I also think has like 100% this futuristic attitude. No, 45. It's like transmitting into space somehow. and I think it joins like the other Studio 1 record in the sense that it's really super stripped out and minimal in the arrangement. It's really reduced to the max. Keeps going more and more. Phyllis. And what else? Yeah, maybe, okay, yeah, this record. Let's go. Okay, this record is out of the Boat Party LP by Kylie Hall. I think it's a record that I picked up by mistake on an order from Clone, but it's the record that kind of also really got me into house music and made me discover that house music was not all about cheesy piano and cheesy vocals. And that was really an excellent one that I still play now. Yeah, just a pure drum jam. Super groovy, catchy, very badly mixed. Then it goes really crazy, like. Yeah, great jam. And so we go some more.
Yep.
So some more. This is an EP by Summe, which is how it should be pronounced, no? In German? Summe? Sommer. So this is Sommer on their LP Schleifen. And this record holds a special place in my mind because I found they had a really fresh take on stuff at that time, which is also really stripped back and super futuristic. They were doing 145 BPM stuff before everybody started doing it again. And yeah, I grabbed it off Sound Metaphor, a record store which is more known for selling disco re-edits than this kind of music. But that's the one I ended up with from that store. Yeah, it's funny. I only picked up extremely minimal records, actually. I have a lot of way more complex ones, but that's how the instinct goes. Okay, this is last but not really least. That's the one I want, actually. This record, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. This one, I ended up inheriting it from Garçon, a super good DJ from Basel, because he forgot the copy and he bought another copy before I could give it back to him, basically. I have to remember which side it was, but this is Monolake or Monolake, and it's an excellent record as well. So no, it's not this side, it's this one. And I knew him for like a lot of his other albums, and it was a thing that I was listening to as well a lot. At the same time I was listening to Kid Clayton, but in the same sense that I forgot about the Kid Clayton stuff, I had forgotten about Monolake. And he also has really this super deep futuristic vibe in most of his production. Yeah, super inspiring stuff. And cowbell done right, actually. Yeah, that one's sick as well. Yeah, I could go on and on. Many records.